Y'all, this tea is on fire because Alicia Keys, if y'all thought that she was going to sit back and play the loyal wife to her boo-hoo Swizz Beatz and let him run wild, think again, because according to what's blowing up all over social media right now, Alicia just allegedly ended the marriage, and it's all because Swizz couldn't stay faithful. Now who's phony and who's fake? Because that's the type of ish that I hate. Because word in the streets is that he didn't just cheat. He might have gotten his side chick pregnant. And now insiders are saying that Alicia is officially done. And she's got a new Empire state of mind. And then papers are reportedly in. And the ring is gone. And she's ready to walk away from that mess. But this is the part that's got the fans really shook. This doesn't sound like a one night slip up. It's starting to look like Swizz had been sneaking around with this same woman for a while. Possibly right under Alicia's nose. And if what people are saying is true, the pregnancy might have been the final blow in a marriage that's been quietly falling apart. So now everybody's asking the same thing. How could you do the unthinkable? And how long has Alicia known? And just how deep does this betrayal actually go? Y'all, let's break this down. This tea is on fire. Y'all, Alicia just hit her breaking point. And from what's spilling all over social media right now, it's about to get real ugly. Because according to insiders close to the situation, Alicia has officially had it with Swizz Beatz and is gearing up to walk away from the marriage for good. And not quietly either. Word in the streets is that she already hired one of the most ruthless celebrity divorce attorneys in the Hollywood atmosphere. And she's ready to take him and make him even regret ever trying to play her like that. But y'all, what happened? Well, this wasn't just your average cheating scandal, because Swizzy allegedly got caught up with the woman he's been messing around with behind the scenes, and there's the part that's got everybody gagged. The woman is reportedly pregnant. Y'all, that means that Swizz is about to have a baby with someone who is not his wife. And Alicia, well, she's not sticking around to play stepmom to her husband's side chick's baby. Although, Alicia thought she could move in silence, but the streets were watching. She was recently photographed out in public, and fans immediately picked up on something being off. She wasn't just walking by, she was clearly trying to hide her face like she didn't want to be seen at all. That alone had people talking. But that's when the real tea dropped. Turns out Alicia wasn't just running errands. Insiders quickly revealed that she had just walked out of her divorce attorney's office. And now fans are convinced that she was trying to keep it under wraps because she didn't want Swizzy to find out yet. Now, allegedly, Alicia is trying to hit him with the papers out of the nowhere and catch him completely off guard. Y'all, Swizzy is about to learn the hard way that Alicia is not the one to play with. Now, for years, rumors have followed their marriage like a shadow. Whispers about Swizzy creeping around with side chicks popping up with stories and drama bubbling just under the surface, talking about za. But every single time, Swizz shut it down. He swore up and down that he was loyal to Alicia and Alicia only. And somehow, he always walked away looking clean. But now, it's not just gossip anymore. It's not some anonymous woman making claims on the internet. There's allegedly a whole baby on the way. And suddenly, the story's looking a lot harder to spin. You can't lie your way out of a pregnancy test. And the fact that this is all blowing up at once, with Alicia reportedly luring up and plotting her exit behind the scenes, yes, Swizzy might have finally fumbled the one person who had his back through it all. And the wild part that this is not even new tea. Multiple blind items have been hinting at this for years. One from way back in 2021 basically laid it all out, saying that don't believe the hype, although the end of the alphabet loving producer, rapper is a cheater. He keeps his cheating super quiet and would never go for a public name. That already happened once and he ended up having to marry her. But fast forward to today and tell me that doesn't sound like Swizzy to a T. The math is math, and the fans are realizing that signs were all there all along. Another blind item spilled even more tea, saying this former A+ list singer turned A- list singer has been really busy with the new television gig. Her husband has been loving it though, and has been cheating with this protege of his, who he thinks will be big. Now fans are putting two and two together, and Alicia was doing the voice at the time, and Swizzy was out there mentoring artists, and suddenly it's not sounding so blind anymore. So is Alicia ready to pack it up and move on with her life with a new Empire state of mind? But y'all, as messy as this thing is, a lot of folks aren't exactly shedding tears for Alicia, because let's be real as nanosecond for a millisecond. This is the same situation she helped create. The internet has a long-standing memory, and fans are quick to remind everybody that when Alicia and Swizzy first got together, he was still very much a married man. That scandal had the blogs in a chokehold for months, and people were dragging Alicia for getting involved with a married man. You know when Nene said, "Close your legs to married men." But now, over a decade later, it's given full circle, and fans are saying that she's just getting a taste of her own medicine. You lose them, how you get them. And he was still legally married to singer Mashonda when it all started. And Mashonda didn't stay quiet at the time. She dragged Alicia for filth on social media. The whole thing popped off after Alicia tweeted, "In love, is it better to go for the choice that is smart or for the choice that has spark?" And that was all Mashonda needed. She clapped back with the full-blown open letter calling Alicia out for messing with her man and pretending like it was some deep love story. Y'all fans were shook, and that moment officially turned the public tide against Alicia at the time. Mashonda clapped back hard, revealing that she had actually gone to Alicia woman to woman, letting her know that she and Swizzy were still married at the time. But according to her, Alicia just didn't care. In a now infamous open letter, Mashonda said, "In the messages that I sent to her, AK, I made it very clear that on the contrary to what she might be hearing, I am still married to my husband, living with him and just had a child. It's been 2 years and I still have not received a response. What I do receive is constant displays of selfishness and disconcern to me and my son. I believed her until I found out she was possibly sleeping with my husband. The affair was denied by both until it was finally admitted months later." She even admitted that she asked Alicia directly to back off so she could work through her marriage, but Alicia didn't. She said, "If I was your woman and you were my man." In that same letter, Mashonda wrote, "You know the role you played and how you contributed to the end of my marriage. You know I asked you to step back and let me handle my family problems that you helped create." And honestly, that moment never really left people's minds. So now that Alicia is allegedly getting hit with the same kind of betrayal she once looked the other way on, a lot of folks are calling it straight up karma. And let Mashonda tell her Alicia wasn't just creeping around with Swizzy. She was the one pushing for him to leave his marriage altogether. And when he finally gave in the file for divorce, things went from bad to worse, because not only did Alicia allegedly help break up the home, she also tried to push Swizzy into fighting for full custody of his son with Mashonda, Kasim Jr. And that's what really lit the match. It turned an already messy situation into a full-blown war. The tension between them got ugly and ugly fast, and the fallout dragged on for years. And fans still haven't forgotten, truth be told. And now that that history might be repeating itself, people are calling it karma in real time. But anyways, Mashonda eventually chose to put her son first and called for a truce between herself, Swizzy, and Alicia. And they all agreed to it. But insiders claim Alicia wasn't exactly jumping for joy, and she just played along because the backlash was getting too loud. She was already being dragged as a homewrecker, and the last thing she wanted was more smoke. So while it looked like peace on the surface, some say it was more about saving face than truly making amends. But they even made a few public appearances together, including the ABC interview I'm about to show you. In it, they talked about how building a solid co-parenting dynamic and claimed that they were able to move past the drama by putting the kids first. And it all sounded picture perfect, like 3 mature adults are rising above all the mess for the sake of the children. Y'all take a listen.
He wanted to know why I couldn't go see him at his dad's, and why can't his dad come over and see his bedroom at our house? It was really a wake-up call. Even if we don't want to for ourselves right now, we have to do it for him because he doesn't deserve this.
But at the end of the day gon' end, and it was Mashonda, the one who got cheated on, who had stepped up and fixed the parenting situation because she didn't want her son caught in a crossfire. And while she was getting praised left and right for taking the high road, Alicia reportedly didn't like that one bit. And that's when she allegedly started doing damage control, pushing these polished PR campaigns to shift the narrative and paint herself as anything but the homewrecker people saw her as. But y'all know Miss Jaguar Wright wasn't about to let Alicia flip the script like that. She clapped back and said flat out that there was an affair and that it started while Alicia was actually living with Swizz and Mashonda. According to Jaguar, Alicia moved in under the excuse of working on music, but that wasn't the only thing she was working on. She's claiming that Alicia started messing with Swizzy right under Mashonda's roof. Y'all, here's the clip.
Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife. It's plotting to steal her husband to cover up the fact.
So yeah, it looks like Alicia got her boo-hoo. And for a while, it really looked like she escaped the karma. But here's the part that she seemed to forget. Swizzy had a long track record. Alicia wasn't the first woman he cheated on Mashonda with, and she definitely wasn't the second. She was just one he ended up marrying. But back in 2000, when Mashonda was pregnant with their first child, Swizz was already out here doing her dirty. He cheated on her with some woman named Nicole Levy. And making it worse, he got Nicole pregnant at the exact same time. Mashonda was dealing with that betrayal while carrying his child, and the stress and the heartbreak reportedly caused some serious complications with her pregnancy. And tragically, their baby didn't make it and was stillborn. But Mashonda ended up forgiving him, and they officially tied the knot in 2004. But here's where it gets messy. Remember how Alicia and Swizzy allegedly started seeing each other around 2007 or 2008? Well, turns out that he was also messing with another woman at the exact same time, and her name was Jonna Sebastian. And yes, y'all, she ended up giving birth to his daughter Nicole. So Swizzy wasn't just cheating on Mashonda, he was double timing both women, and Alicia didn't seem to mind it. Now here we are, 17 years later. And Swizz still hasn't changed his ways, allegedly. Not only is he allegedly cheating again, but the word in the streets is that he got a side chick pregnant. And not just a newly pregnant, she's supposedly about to give birth any day now. Which would make Swizz a father of 6 kids. Same man, same behavior. Just a new baby on the way and a whole marriage hanging by a thread. And this was the final straw, allegedly, for Alicia. See, she might have turned a blind eye to the flirting, to the late night studio sessions, and even the quiet little affairs, but a whole baby? That's never been a part of the deal. She's not about to play stepmom to some new baby from a side chick, especially when the exact same thing is what blew up Swizzy's last marriage. And the irony? She was more than happy to play stepmom when she was the other woman, but now that the roles are reversed, she's not sticking around. Yep, so there y'all have it. After years of rumors, drama, and heartbreak, the secret's out. Swizz Beatz didn't just cheat. Allegedly, he doubled down and knocked up his side chick. And Alicia, well, it looks like she might not be sticking around to clean up this mess. The divorce is about more than just betrayal. It's about reclaiming her power and shutting the door on a toxic past, even though she was a willing participant at first. But what happens next in this Swizzy saga? Do you think they'll do the unthinkable and make us look crazy? Was Swizzy gonna try to fight back, or is this final curtain on their 15-year saga? But one thing's for sure, two things for certain, the story's far from over, and we'll be right there watching every twist and turn in every page of her diary. Oh.